Yeah, you ain't seen it like this since like '09. Big Bill, the big dog step.
It's Bryant knifing his way inside for two. Here's Bryant. Oh, and he sinks it and fouled on the play. Oh, the soft touch inside. Here's Kobe, and he buries the three. Lakers with momentum. Here is Kobe Bryant. Let's see what he does. Good. Kobe with a hand in his face.
Oh, my goodness. Duncan with tremendous defense, and he still hits it.
Just listen to this crowd. Bryant attacking inside around Tim Duncan.
Another amazing performance tonight. He's the most skilled and determined player in the world right now.
It's a matchup between two franchises that have combined to win 7 of the last 9 NBA championships. It's Kobe Bryant against Tim Duncan. Phil Jackson against Greg Popovich. The Lakers and Spurs add to their historic Western Conference rivalry with a trip to the finals on the line. Our backdrop for today's game, skyscrapers and palm trees. Two things you can find a lot of in this beautiful city of Los Angeles. Oh, you can feel the playoff electricity here inside Staples Center in downtown LA. And now let's hand it over to Lakers public address announcer Lawrence Tanner for tonight's starting lineups.
And now celebrating their 48th year in Southern California, 60th year in the NBA. A franchise with 14 NBA titles, the most wins in NBA history. The home team, your Los Angeles Lakers. At forward number 10, 6'10", 6 seasons from Serbia, Vladimir Radmanovic. The other forward is number 7, 6'10", 9th campaign from Rhode Island, Lamar Odom. At center, number 16, 7 feet, his 7th season from Spain, at guard, number 2, 6'1", 12th year from Arkansas, Lower, Derek Fisher. The other guard is number 24, 6'6", his 12th year from Lower Merion High School, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. The head coach in his 17th year, Hall of Famer Phil Jackson.
Out in the beautiful Southern California, as the Los Angeles Lakers look to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals by taking on the defending champions San Antonio Spurs. Hi, everyone. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Clark, this series has renewed the rivalry of the decade for sure.
No doubt about it, Kevin. This is now the 6th playoff series between the Lakers and Spurs since '99. And while LA is on the verge of taking a 4-2 advantage in those matchups, the Spurs have won 4 titles in that span compared to the Lakers' 3. Excellence on both sides.
Yeah, Clark, a lot of great basketball. And of course, Mike, at the center of this rivalry are the stars, Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan. Mike, what have you seen from them?
Well, Kobe has been the best player in this series so far. I don't think anyone would argue with that. He's played with great intensity on both ends and looks hungrier than ever to get back to the finals. And on the other side, Tim Duncan is coming off a championship. But the Spurs need him to be better if they want to get back in this series.
Right now, let's check the starting lineups for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got Tim Duncan up front with Bruce Bowen and Fabricio Oberto. And Tony Parker along with Michael Finley at the guard spots. And for the Lakers, it's league MVP Kobe Bryant paired with Derek Fisher in the backcourt. Up front, Lamar Odom and Radmanovich at the forward spots. And the terrific Pau Gasol manning the middle.
LA now leads this series 3-1, but they started it off in dramatic fashion. In game one, they trailed 65-45 midway through the third quarter, and then Kobe Bryant erupted, scoring 25 second-half points and rallying the Lakers to a win.
Back to Duncan, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Lakers ball.
Now Kobe. Crops in the layup for two. Bryant's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Lakers. To Clark and the Lakers 3 wins this series. They've only allowed 82 points per game, holding San Antonio to only 38% shooting. They're playing suffocating defense.
Kevin, to me, the Lakers have just looked like the better team. I mean, in large part because they've been able to play with that sustained and focused energy. The Spurs, on the other hand, have shown their age a bit, often looking worn down by the end of these games.
And clearly, Kobe's looking, coach, to build up the momentum of that 28-point, 10-rebound Game 4.
Well, the Spurs are going to have their hands full once again. No one has been able to hold them below 22 points in these playoffs.
Now here's Bryant. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. On deep, Fisher. Offensive rebound. Gasol kicks to Fisher. Pass to Kobe. From deep three-point land. Kicks it out to Fisher. Pass to Bryant. Over Finley. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Fisher. Bryant's got his third basket of the night.
Superb at cashing in from the mid-range. Bryant's an expert at getting whatever shot he wants from this area.
And Duncan throws it down.
It goes up, and Duncan brings it down. What a powerful slam.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. Right now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who has some news on the controversial ending to Game 4. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, after reviewing the final play of Game 4, the NBA admitted a foul should have been called on Derek Fisher. Now, it was not in the act of shooting, but the Lakers were over the foul limit, so a foul still would have sent Brett Berry, the Spurs small forward, to the line with a chance to tie the game. Spurs coach Greg Popovich was asked about the play. He said it wasn't a foul. I think it was a proper no call from what I saw. Guys?
Yeah, David, he may be right, and thank you for that report. Mike, Spurs fans might be upset, but it sounds like the coaches and the players aren't dwelling on the no call.
Yeah, they understand that play was not where the game was lost. And they don't have time to focus on the pass. Putting some hot sauce on that. Kobe Bryant.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Parker against Fisher. Lets it go from 11. Parker's shot is off. Lakers leading by 5.
The Lakers have been dominant here at home, going 7-0 so far in these playoffs, and their last home loss was actually 2 full months ago at the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, Mike, their playoff success at home goes back nearly a decade. Since moving to the Staples Center in 1999, the Lakers have gone 50-10 at home in the postseason. That is about an 83% winning clip.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 9. Teardrop shot. Here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Great nose for the basketball. Gasol establishing nice position and making good on the second chance.
Parker outside. Pass to Finley. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Roberto. Gasol pulls it in. The Lakers in the lead. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Radmanovich the pass to Bryant. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Well, the Lakers swept the Nuggets in their first-round series, Mike. And in the second round, the Jazz pushed them to 6 games.
Utah fought hard, but their defense got torched by Kobe Bryant. He averaged 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Gasol and Odom each averaged 18 points on top of that.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Walton's checked in for the Lakers. Turioff comes in for Edmonovich. The Spurs also changing it up. Thomas checked in for Oberto. Barry comes in for Bowen. And Ginobili subbed in for Michael Finley. Parker passes to Ginobili. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Duncan kicks to Ginobili. And there's the pass to Barrett. 5 to shoot. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
The Spurs, like most teams, don't usually like to publicly acknowledge their injuries, but that left ankle clearly giving Manu Ginobili some trouble. He jammed it badly in game 1 of their first-round series against the Suns.
Yeah, he was able to score 30 points in their Game 3 win, but other than that, he has struggled.
Here's Ginobili following the basket by Kobe Bryant. And Gasol sends it back.
Fantastic defense from Gasol there. Used his reach to get the block.
Here's Kobe. Good. He's got 15 points this quarter.
Well, they had a plan coming into this one, and they have executed on it perfectly.
Yeah, getting out ahead early on by stifling the competition on both ends of the floor.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. Michael Finley, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Kobe Bryant, 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
You know, Kobe is the total package. Not just an elite scorer, but a very talented, versatile defender, too.
Like we know, either the Celtics or the Pistons will be representing the Eastern Conference in the final.
The Celtics are coming off a huge Game 5 win. They now lead the series 3-2 and will look to close out the series tomorrow in Detroit.
And so Gasol will bring it up for Los Angeles. Bryant looking it over. Kicks it out to Fisher. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Lakers ahead, up by 16. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back to Los Angeles, where the Lakers look to close out the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Lakers leading by 16. Like, of course, earlier this month, Kobe Bryant was awarded his first NBA MVP with averages of 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals a game, while taking his team, the Lakers, to the top seed in the Western Conference.
And it feels somewhat overdue. He's arguably been the best player in the world for a few years now. And this wasn't even his best statistical season.
Turioff with the block.
We know Turioff plays with a little mean streak. That block had some attitude.
It's Ginobili outside. Good on the three-point shot. Ginobili's got his second basket of the night.
At the arc, you know, Manu seems so relaxed and always ready to go. Great confidence in his game.
Ryan already in double figures here. Mike, he could be in for another huge night.
He has that look in his eye. He doesn't want this series to go back to San Antonio. He wants to end it tonight.
Pass to Finley from past the arc. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Turioff the pass to Kobe. Here's the three. And Walton kicks to Vujicic. For three. A three-pointer is right on target. Vujicic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Duncan. And the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's got 6 points.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
Outside, Kobe, the three. That's now the 34th consecutive game that Kobe has reached at least 20 points. His streak dates all the way back to March 9. Like we knew, the Spurs had a grueling second-round matchup against New Orleans. That was decided, as we know, in 7 games.
Chris Paul was magnificent in that series, averaging over 23 points and 10 assists. But the Spurs managed to win the last 2 games of the series behind some incredible offensive performances from Manu Ginobili.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. Some changes. Gasol's checked in for Turner. Radmanovic comes in for Walton. And it's Odom in for Farmall. Bowen, he's checked in for the Spurs. Los Angeles leading by 17. Like in the battle between these two MVPs, Kobe Bryant has had the clear advantage.
Tim Duncan just hasn't had the same impact for the Spurs. And that's been the difference in this game.
After averaging 20 points on 57% shooting, Clark, in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, Pau Gasol's production has dipped here against the Spurs. His average is down to 13 points.
Well, the presence of Tim Duncan, one of the all-time great defenders, certainly correlates to Gasol's numbers dropping. Phil Jackson has expressed that he wants to see Gasol be more aggressive and going up stronger inside.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball, and they double up Bryant. Radmanovic, that's a 2-pointer. San Antonio with the rebound. Ginobili left side. To the middle, passes it to Bowen. A 3. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan. And coach, the versatility of Lamar Odom is so important to this Lakers team.
He's their point forward and does a little of everything for this team. A true utility guy. And with power here, there's less scoring pressure on his shoulders.
Kobe locked in right now. The Spurs need to get the ball out of his hands and force somebody else to beat him before it's too late.
Ginobili the pass to Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
It's obvious Duncan has great spatial awareness. He sees the opening for him to roll through.
Odom kicks to Kobe. 1:46 left here in the second. Ginobili with the steal. And he drives in. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
A misstep like this will not help things.
Yeah, bad mistake, no question. They got to brush it off and find a way to get back in this one.
Fisher's checked in for the Lakers. San Antonio also making some changes. Michael Finley, he's checked in for Thomas. And Parker subbed in for Manu Ginobili. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Alberto, who's checked in for Barry. Spurs working the ball around now. Parker looking over the floor. Pass to Bowen. This one for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
The odds are stacked up against the Spurs. Only 8 teams in NBA playoff history have come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the series.
Well, it's a monumental task in front of the Spurs. And what's interesting, Mike, is that the last time it happened, it came at the expense of the Lakers. In 2006, the Suns came roaring back from a 3-1 deficit to eliminate LA in the first round.
And Finley is an aggressive scorer, exceptional at drawing contact on the way up.
San Antonio shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he's good on the first of 3.
Taking 3 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, Michael Finley is first and foremost a scorer, but his intelligence is a big part of that. On and off the court, you can tell he is a smart guy.
And he nails the 3rd. Clark for Pau Gasol, his 4th playoff appearance, and the first time that he's advanced past round 1.
Well, advancing in the playoffs is so much about what kind of team you have. He did make the playoffs 3 times in his 6 seasons with the Grizzlies, but they got swept all 3 times because they were overmatched by their opponent. But it wasn't Gasol's fault. He was their leading scorer in each postseason trip.
Parker kicks to Alberto. Back to Parker. Duncan with a screen on Fisher. Parker passes to Duncan. Can't hit from in close. And Odom's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They double-team Kobe. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Gasol.
The eye of the Tiger, the focus and intensity on full display with Gasol.
Parker outside. 2 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers lead by 16. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. With the Spurs, Bruce Bowen. Bruce, the focus for you, obviously, is Kobe Bryant. How do you defend him in the second half?
Who knows? I mean, I can't read the future, so we'll do my best to try to get a hand up on every shot and understand that if he hits something, he's an MVP, and if not, I'm sure I'll hear things from you guys.
You are absolutely correct, Bruce. Thanks very much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. As the sun sets here in LA, the Stars have come out to play. And we're ready for some second half action. Welcome back to the second half. It's Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals here in LA. The Spurs trying to force a Game 6 against the hometown Lakers. Here's Fisher. Coach, back in December, Kobe Bryant became the youngest player in NBA history to reach 20,000 points. At the
And the amazing moves, folks. Skillfully handling that rock and creating some space for himself.
Duncan outside. The pass to Bowen. Launches a three. Lakers with the rebound.
Perhaps he was a little too open that time.
Won't see that from him very often.
Here's Bryant. Kobe Bryant has now surpassed his average of over 31 points a game during these playoffs.
When he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself a matchup nightmare.
Pass to Roberto. And here's Duncan. Duncan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here we go, Mike. Once again, Kobe Bryant putting on a clinic.
And Kobe has been doing this throughout the entire postseason. Just torturing opposing defenses with his offensive mastery.
There's Lamar Odom doing what he does. At 6'10", he's an excellent ball handler and playmaker for the Lakers.
Duncan with a screen on Fisher. And there's the call on Derek Fisher. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Bowen. Passes to Finley. Jacks up a three.
Airtight, intense defense that time by Kobe. Did not give that shooter any breathing room.
Stolen by Duncan. Inside, here's Roberto, and he dunks it down.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Now we've got the great David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, the Lakers, of course, sent shockwaves around the league in February when they made a franchise-altering trade with Memphis for Pau Gasol. Now, many have criticized the Grizzlies for the trade package they received in return, which included Pau's younger brother, Mark. Spurs coach Greg Popovich was especially critical, saying what they did in Memphis is beyond comprehension. There should be a trade committee that can scratch all trades that make no sense. I just wish I'd been on a trade committee that oversees NBA trades. I'd like to elect myself to that committee. I would have voted no to the LA trade. Guys, it's easy to see why Pop is not a fan of this trade.
You're right, David. Thank you very much. I'm sure the last thing Popovich wanted to see was Kobe Bryant, Clark, paired with another all-star big man.
Not only Popovich, but the rest of the league, Kevin.
Count that one.
And the pass from Parker, a great one. Tony is a tremendous lead guard.
Fisher, the pass to Kobe. And Kobe's on fire, torching one of the best defenses in the NBA.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Kobe Bryant, Mike, seems to be on a mission this year after winning league MVP. He's now hoping to capture another NBA title.
And then he'll be playing for a gold medal in the summer. The only other player to complete all three of those feats in the same year is Michael Jordan. This could be a legendary year for Kobe.
Here's Gasol. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Gasol's got 8 points.
Love the selfless approach by Bryant. A willing passer when he sees someone open.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
Vujacic just checked in for Radmanovich. The Spurs also changing it up. Thomas checked in for Roberto. Barry comes in for Bowen. And it's Ginobili in for Finley. Ginobili looking around. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Down low, Thomas. Banked in off the glass. This series, of course, features two of the greatest coaches in league history. Clark on one side, we've got Phil Jackson. On the other side, Greg Popovich.
Yeah, Kevin, two great coaches, regardless of sport, but they do have incredible basketball minds. They combined to win 13 of the last 17 NBA championships. Jackson is responsible for 9 of those. These are two of the best we've ever seen do it.
The feed to Duncan. Now, here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. No good from Ginobili.
Incredible effort defensively. No easy buckets.
Kobe Bryant has put together, Mike, another excellent performance right before us.
And the Lakers are just getting more out of their superstar. Bryant is outperforming Tim Duncan.
Parker finds Duncan. Now Ginobili. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. Rejected by Gasol. They retain possession. Tim Duncan, Mike, has given his all in this series, averaging 23 points, 18 rebounds, a couple blocks. And Coach, he's playing almost 40 minutes a game.
He played 44 minutes in that Game 4 loss, and I thought he looked tired in that final quarter. He got beat to a couple rebounds and loose balls. We'll have to keep an eye on his energy level as this second half progresses.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
Oberto's checked in for the Spurs. Bryant the pass to Odom. Gasol on the wing. 10 points for him. Bryant is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
A jump ball has been called.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
I've been really impressed with some of the adjustments Coach has made here in this ball game.
Yeah, as the game has moved along, Coach has done a nice job making the necessary changes.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Laker girl.
Los Angeles with some changes. Getting checked in for Gasol. Admonovich comes in for Odom. And it's Farmo in for Fisher. The Spurs also with the sub. Thomas is checked in. That'll be a 5-second call.
Foul violation. Spurs ball.
20 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Barry. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists tonight.
Ginobili, such a solid passer. Seems to know whenever one of his guys is wide open and gets him the ball.
Here's Walton. The shot comes out. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And we are back for the fourth quarter action here in Southern California, where Kobe Bryant and the Lakers look to punch their ticket to the NBA Finals. Well, Coach, the Spurs have been a model of consistency, not just in the NBA, but in all of sports.
That's right. They had their 9th consecutive 50-win season after going 56-26. They've won 4 titles in the last 9 years and 3 in the last 5. Their organization deserves a lot of praise.
Now here's Bryant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here is Ginobili. Shoots it. The rebound by Walton.
You don't get a lot of those chances. He's going to want that shot back.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 16. Mike, this is becoming routine. Kobe Bryant with another exceptional performance here again tonight.
Even with the defense focused on him, he's been impossible to stop. Bryant is in complete control of this game.
And Walton kicks to Vujicic. Latrey hands it from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Big make from Vujicic. When he's hitting his perimeter shot, simply adds another dimension to this offense.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
The spacing that Finley creates is so important to this team. When the three-point shot is falling for him, it opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Bryant is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That will be a jump ball.
Ginobili on the wing, beyond the arc. Rebound the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. It is, Clark, important to note that this is Kobe's first time reaching the conference finals without Shaquille O'Neal.
And I think that's fueled Bryant's motivation, Kevin. I mean, there's been a lot of doubts about his ability to reach this point without Shaq. And when O'Neal got his 4th championship ring with the Heat, you know that lit a fire inside of Kobe Bryant. Just get the best shot you can, Bowen in the painted area there.
And the Lakers call time here.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary, fantastic Laker girl.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Gasol's checked in for Turi. Odom comes in for Luke Walton. Odmanovic is checked in for Sasha Vujicic. And Fisher subbed in for Farmar. And San Antonio also making a switch. Tony Parker's checked in for Roberto. And we know that the core of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili will be back next year for the Spurs. But, Mike, they've got some tough decisions to make when it comes to filling out the rest of the roster.
Michael Finley, Robert Horry, and Kurt Thomas are all going to be free agents. Plus, Brent Barry could opt out of his contract. Those guys are all 35 or older. So It will be interesting to see if the Spurs bring any of them back.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level, able to play through contact effortlessly.
Here's Kobe. That's 50 points for Kobe Bryant. He has now tied his playoff career high. He is incredible. To the inside. It's slammed in by Ginobili.
Do not sleep on Ginobili's athleticism, folks. This guy is more than capable of pounding it down on you.
It's Odom with the drive.
Using just one hand gives you a little extra reach and extension.
Whether he needed it or not, I'm not sure. But you're right, he got it in.
It's 2 points either way.
Ginobili finds Parker. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
The Spurs making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
Kurt Thomas.
Parker with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in. Parker's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, I tell you, there's a suddenness to Parker that helps him create space in the lane, unlike any other player in the league.
Fisher dishes to Radmanovich. And good that time. Radmanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
They're doing absolutely everything they can to close the book on this one.
Yeah, the time on the clock and the numbers on the scoreboard are all in their favor right now.
Down low. Duncan can't hit. Lakers leading by 17. Now Odom. Over Bowen. Here's Gasol. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Applaud the defensive effort, but Gasol is savvy and is able to work through it.
Duncan finds Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Thomas, that's good.
It can be a simple game. Work it down low. Watch the points go up on the scoreboard.
1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Odom. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Fisher. Over Parker. And Fisher gets it to go on the assist by Odom.
This is why Fisher has the ultimate trust from his teammates. He doesn't fear the big moments.
Parker, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And while this run is impressive, I just don't think it will be enough.
The clock is not on their side here, that's for sure. But at least they'll finish things on their terms.
Ryan against Ginobili. Now here's Kobe. Tight defense on him. Kobe Bryant cannot be stopped. He has set a new playoff career high in points scored. Parker outside. The pass to Thomas. Here's Bowen. Oh, they are the new Western Conference Los Angeles Lakers are headed back to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2004 after taking down the defending champion Spurs in 5 games.
And we know how much this means for Kobe to get back to the finals. And to do it against Tim Duncan and an organization like the Spurs makes this an even greater accomplishment.
We all heard, Clark, the questions and doubts about Bryant. But this playoff run should silence the critics.
Yeah, I would agree. The mute button should be on all of those critics because Kobe put together another amazing performance tonight. He's proved throughout the regular season and playoffs that he is the most skilled and determined player in the world right now.
And let's go down to the floor where Ernie Johnson is alongside Kobe Bryant.
We're going back to the finals for the first time since '04. How does that feel to you?
It's exciting, man. We're all excited, you know. And I'm just happy for my guys, happy for the city, and we ain't done yet.